Welcome to this week's episode of the Teach in Thailand podcast. Today I am joined by our fantastic coordinators here from SW2 School, the largest of Sine schools and one of the biggest schools in Thailand, right? So we are here to find out what these guys do to support our teachers and to get some advice direct from them to prepare you to come out here. So let's get started. Introduce yourself and then tell me how long that you have been working here for Sine.
Hi, my name is Pat. I work with Sine for 7 years, but this school I work for 2 years.
Hello, my name is Miu. I work with Sine like 1 year and 2 months.
I'm Gabe. I work with Sine 7 years and here the first with Sine too.
Oh, fantastic. So you've been with Sine two for 7 years and one for a year. So I want to know, what do you do day to day to support our teachers?
Normally, first thing that I will do every morning is to turn on all the equipment in our classroom so that our teacher, when they go to the classroom, everything is ready for them to teach. And then the other thing is printing. I'm printing and preparing all the worksheets for our teacher. And of course, the translator. I'm the middleman between the school, teacher, and then the office.
Yeah, I'm at like her too. We just like be here to help the teacher, whatever like they need us to help. Yeah.
So and then I always update everything the school need, information and the schedule, everything about school.
So there's a lot of different things that you guys do kind of day to day to support our teachers. And I also know you will help them find accommodation before they arrive. So when we have a teacher coming in, we put them in contact with you or the coordinator at whatever school they're going to. And then you kind of help them look for some accommodation, give them some advice, etc., right? So we're literally supporting teachers in loads of different ways throughout the day, throughout their time here. What do you enjoy about your job, about working for Sine and about kind of working with our teachers?
The reason why I like working with Sine, working in this position, because I can practice my English skills. I graduated in English major and not like a lot of jobs in Thailand that I can use my skills to the fullest. So this one is perfect for me. And the second thing is I like to meet new people, learn the different culture. So it's always enjoy like to talk like and speak with our teacher and exchange like an idea from the different country.
Yeah, for me it's like I can improve my English skill that about listening and speaking every day, that I can speak like with a foreign teacher. That is really good for me, and I can make a friend with them. We exchange the culture together. I know about them culture and they know more about my culture. And the favorite one is we have a lot of day off actually on the weekend or like on the long vacation. May, April and May. Yes, we have like a month for that.
So I'm happy to work like no one come to only look at me to work. So I can work by myself and then I know everything how to do it.
Nice, I like that you kind of are able to have a nice work-life balance. You can interact with the teachers well, learn off them, teach them about Thailand, and also not feel kind of pressured and stressed. You're able to just get on with your work, get on with your job and be able to support our teachers, which is fantastic. Okay, so for someone watching right now who's thinking about moving out here to Thailand, do you have some advice for them in terms of things they might want to think about or prepare before they come to Thailand?
I want them like to do the research first for everything. Yeah, like the place that they're gonna come, how the location is, the weather, food, transport, and cost of living, everything that, because I just want them like to make sure that, okay, I really want to be here. It's not like just come to Thailand, stay here like maybe 1 or 2 weeks and like, no, I don't want to be there. Can I change to somewhere else?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want them like to make sure like, okay, this is the place that I want to move. And okay, the food Thai allowed there is like this. The accommodation is like, okay, I can accept everything like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. I think that that's a really key piece of advice, is just to do loads of research, not just your school, but the area, the cost of living, Thai food, Thai culture, societal norms, everything, right? Not just have a little scroll on Instagram and think about the islands that you want to visit on your time off, right? You have to think about everything and all the kinds of parts of it. And something that's really important in that is accommodation, right? So can you tell me a little bit more about accommodation in Thailand, especially here in Bangkok, sort of what teachers should look for and what they should expect?
About the accommodation in Thailand, we have different kind of accommodation and also different prices too. But most of the time, the teacher that come here will want like a modern apartment or a condominium. So I just want you to like do some kind of a research, because most of the time the condominium is pretty expensive, especially around this area in Bangkok. It can be like from 10,000 to like 20,000. It can go up like that, and especially if you want your own kitchen, that's even more expensive, because the starter like 10,000 is only for like one studio bedroom, and maybe then there's no kitchen too. So if you want the kitchen, it might be like 13,000 or more, and you even have to have like 2 month deposit and then 1 month rent. That means you have to pay 3 months in advance. So that's a big sum of money. But if you just want to explore around, like for like a short term, I would suggest an apartment, because apartment has a short lease. Some places have like a month lease. So you can be there for like a month and then explore around the area that you need or actually want, and then you can find like a suitable accommodation later. That's what my suggestion.
I think that's perfect piece of advice, is to actually start in an apartment, start somewhere small and explore. So it's really about thinking, what do you want out of your accommodation? What do you want to pay? What facilities do you want at the accommodation? And a lot of the time you'll see that accommodation has a gym and a swimming pool and a co-work space and a rooftop and all of that. And then you find you don't actually use it, because you're at work all day, you go home, you have your dinner, you watch TV, you go to bed, and on the weekends you're out exploring. Okay, another really important question that I want to ask you is, what things with regards to Thai culture do you wish that teachers knew before they arrived here?
For me, it's about the personal space, especially in like a public transportation. You might think it's weird, but Thai people don't actually touch like each other. We will, even though we don't have much space, but we will try to squeeze in, so we don't touch each other, especially in the public transportation.
For me, it's body odor, right? Because in Thailand, it's like, the weather is hot. Winter also hot. Rainy also hot. It's like hot, like that. So I understand that when you come from like other country, that the weather is like might be cooler than us, and then you guys gonna have like a sweat and gonna have smell. I just want you guys to make sure when you come to school, you don't have a smell during the day.
Yeah. Yes, please don't smell. It's really unfortunate that we have to kind of have this conversation, but we do find, unfortunately, that every year there is we get the feedback that teacher just has bad body odor. It happens, especially us Westerners, when we're not used to heat like this and sweating like this, and we do tend to smell a little bit more. But that just means that you have to stay on top of it. That's making sure you're applying and reapplying deodorant. That's changing your shirt, changing your vest, keeping on top of it, because it can cost you your job. If you are particularly stinky to the point that it's noticed by your school, that unfortunately can cost you your job. So please don't be stinky. Please wear deodorant. Thank you for that. That's a very good point. Anything else that you wish people knew about Thai culture?
For Thai students, so please don't do like this shouting with the student in the class and the face like that they don't.
No, I think that's another really important thing, and is something that we always kind of try and explain to our incoming teachers, that the approach to education as well as the societal norms are very different here in Thailand. In the West, we are used to our teachers shouting to get our attention, you know, telling us off, all of that side of things. But here, it's not how it works. Positive reinforcement, you're not punishing the students, you're not being punitive. Okay, there might be times that your class is a bit crazy and you need them to settle down and get their attention. But yes, banging a fist on the desk, it's not going to happen. You need to find some other classroom management techniques to use, whether that's a point system, whether that's repetition, a callback, something else. But yes, shouting, being loud, being angry, it's absolutely not going to get you where you wanted to, is it? Thank you. I think that's a really good point. All right, before we kind of close up and finish for today, I just want to recap the things that you do for our teachers. So you're helping them find accommodation, printing, lesson planning, turning on the computer system, translation with the Thai teachers, translation with the students. Sometimes you even go into the classes if they need help with classroom management, things like that as well. So really, everything, yes. Right? Yes. Everything day to day. And therefore, I want to pass on the message, if anyone does come to Thailand, please be respectful to your coordinator. They work very, very hard every day. And even outside of our teachers' workday, you guys are still working, still doing things to support teachers, to support us and the students. So understanding that often you are told the deadline the same time you're telling the teachers. You know, things happen last minute. That is the way of Thailand. But you guys work as hard as you possibly can to keep our teachers in the loop with that information, to share that, to be, you know, and thank you as well for sharing some insight into Thai culture as well, because that's also really important. You're full-time, teaching in a school, responsible for students' education. Thank you so much for your time today. It was a real pleasure to speak to you all. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Teach in Thailand podcast. I hope it has shed some light on the fantastic work that our coordinators do. We have school coordinators in absolutely every single one of our schools. Obviously, this school being so huge, we have quite a few coordinators. For our smaller teams, there might just be one or two, but they will absolutely help and support you the way that these guys support the teachers here at SW2. If you want to watch or listen to more of our podcasts, you can find them on both YouTube and Spotify. We post every other Friday, sharing tips and tricks from head office, our staff, our teachers, and our students. So until next time, thank you very much. Goodbye.